Julian Schutze.
And Nicole Smith.
From Blood and Iron Martial Arts, Vancouver.
And we're here today to talk to you about transitioning to half sword.
In most manuscripts, when you see the techniques that involve half-swording, it's usually against more half-swording. So for this episode, we thought we'd show you some techniques that transition from regular grip to half-sword in middle of the exchange. High guard is a great position, but as with everything, there's always ways to counter it. Such an example would be the Crossbox Thrust. If I'm hanging out in my high guard, she can come into a high position to either thrust me outright, or if I panic and just swing into her sword, I get caught and she's free to stab me freely. So I obviously wish to avoid this, and a way to do that would be to half sword to deflect her strike. So I'm up in my high guard, she goes into her thrust, I displace with my half swording technique, and I'm free to stab away.
One other way that you can enter into half swording is through the bind. Julian and I meet in the middle. I'm going to let go with my bottom hand, catch top of hand with my sword, press up against him, cut all the way through. If I happen to disarm him, all the better. Now I'm in a position to come back the other way. I can take him over my leg, but I'm actually in a good mood today, so I don't think I'm going to do that.
Thank you. In Johann Meyer's Art of Combat, change guard is an excellent way to perform a deflection and hit your opponent. Unfortunately, since you could just go to Amazon and purchase this book, most other practitioners also know this fact. Therefore, if they are aware, they can use that energy to simply cut around and take advantage of it. That's a problem for me. So what you can do is you can transition to a half sword to perhaps surprise them or mess with them a little bit. Both are valid. As they come in, you just pull up to the half sword to deflect the thrust. From here, if I have the time, what I can do is I can lever the pommel in between her hands, start controlling, and start causing harm. If she chooses to still cut around from this position, it's fairly easy for me to then start falling under her and barring her completely. In all of these scenarios, there are, of course, many other techniques we could have used instead of half swording. The benefit you get from half swording is, first of all, the element of surprise. Not a lot of people half sword, so hey, why not? Have some fun with it. Plus, as well as with half swording, you have a much stronger degree of control over them once you have safely bound with it.
And they're fun. But for now, we hope you've enjoyed learning a little more of what sword fighting actually looks like.